And just delete the horde one, or here's the horde one. For the horde. Doesn't work. Wait. That's purple. I pressed the wrong one. Shit! Fucking inner focus into the prayer of fortitude. Ooh. Oh, that feels so good. Oh man, that's because that's the one thing that I really don't like about playing priest is just that one, fortitude takes way too long to buff everybody just because it costs way too much mana. I remember when I first started playing priest, I didn't understand why priests wouldn't buff everyone. They would only buff the tanks, and you know, as a paladin, I just couldn't understand it. I was like, I gotta buff everybody. Everybody needs to have their best looking buffs or whatever, right? But as the more I played priest, the more I realized, like, oh my god, this is such a pain, because you gotta buff like 3 people, then you go then you drink, then you buff the rest of your party, then you're then you gotta drink again. And so it's just this cycle. And then on top of that, if there's pets around, don't even bother, man. That's way too much mana that you're tossing around. So just being able to not only buff the entire party at once, but to also do so without using mana is incredible. I remember when I first got inner focus, I was super excited not to use it for, you know, offense or for healing. I was excited to use it for fucking buffs of all things. People were probably excited like, oh, I could fucking inner focus greater heal to improve my whatever the fuck. I don't care. I just wanted to buff things without having to drink. This guy gonna get aggro right now. He's gonna do it. He's not. What a tease. Oh my god, he went in anyways. Alright. Interesting. It's an interesting way to go. So it's actually been a hot minute. To address the fucking blue human priest elephant in the room, I'm back on Alliance side now. I've decided to actually move away from Blomu and kind of accept that I really don't like playing on a PvP server. I tried to make it work. I tried to make the best of like a bad situation because I didn't want to be there in the first place, but I kind of played just because, you know, I had some friends that were playing on there. But when it came down to it, I just wasn't having fun on that server anymore, especially during phase 2 when it was just a goddamn wild west of everybody killing each other, everyone camping. It was nuts. I could not get anything done. And I know that people usually complain for Alliance side that it's really shitty that Horde are camping and all that, but really it's just both sides are camping, and it just so happens that Horde have more numbers. So even on Blomu, I was experiencing that as a Horde where I couldn't go to any contested flight points because as soon as I would land, I would die to someone who's camping, and I'd probably die again just trying to escape that area. And then if I resurrected the spirit healer, then I die to the person that's camping the graveyard. So at all times there would always be someone camping the flight point, someone camping the graveyard. I'm like fucking up my mouth right now. I'm gonna try to say yeah, so like there would always be 2 people camping that location at any given time, so it was just such a shitty feeling going to an area knowing that you're probably gonna die several times getting to where you want to go. And for some people, they like that. I can definitely see the appeal of how exciting that makes the environment feel, but as someone that at the time didn't have a lot of time to play and just wanted to get shit done, it was just such a pain having to deal with people that were ganking me. So, you know, we're back. On the bright side, I don't have a lot of catching up to do because I left this character in the first place, so it's not like I had to start from scratch. But it was initially hard at first because my Horde character is actually 54. It was at the time way stronger than this character because I stopped playing this character at 46, I believe. I stopped playing this character last month. I remember that because I finished recording all of the dungeons and stuff for this character in October, and throughout the entirety of November I didn't even log into this character. That's how long it's been. And so a lot has happened, honestly. Other than leveling, obviously I've just been following just regular progression, just getting my talent points and all that. But Battlegrounds was released last week, I think on what, Tuesday? Tuesday is when they usually have their patches. And so I was kind of not feeling it because I was in the middle of finals, so I didn't have time to really spam AV and get that exalted. But from what I saw on like Reddit, about how people were talking about how Alliance were just rushing to just get rep and all that. I knew that as soon as I had any free time, I would have to dedicate that to finishing up my Exalted, which I did. I'm actually Exalted for Alterac before I'm even 60, so I can't even take advantage of the PvP stuff, but I already knew that this was not gonna last a long time because a lot of the people were like being super min-maxy and trying to get as much rep as possible, and as soon as those people were done and they got Exalted, they weren't going to do that anymore. They were going to just move on to Honor. And so I knew that the 7-minute rush meta was not going to last because 1, people are going to defend against it, and 2, people don't want to do it anymore because now they're farming Honor. And that's exactly what happened. My games over the weekend were not that 7-minute rushes at the beginning, at the middle of the week. It was more like 10 to 20 minutes of more drawn out, more defensive fights. And so, who's loot? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. But anyways, yeah, so I knew I had to do that quick. And now that that's over with, I actually got 2 levels. I was 54 when AV was released. And then I just got 2 level, well, maybe like a level and a quarter from just purely the AV turn-ins, from the repeatable one that you turn in those bands or whatever from winning or losing fights. Like, just that took me an entire level. That's insane how much time that I ended up spending in there. But it works out because I don't really like PvP, so that was kind of my way of cheating the system, my way of kind of getting the PvP rewards without doing PvP. That's the trick there. That's how you stick it to the man. That's how you stick it to all the PvP players. They're like, you got to do it for your Lay of the Life Giver. I'm like, nah, I'm just going to play PvP or PvE modes. So I feel kind of shitty about that, but you know, it is what it is. Regardless of whether or not you do enjoy PvP, that you can't deny that that was like the most efficient way to do that. And so even the people that liked playing PvP just ended up doing that anyways. I just feel bad for my party because I was level 55 or something, and I had a 60% mount, and so I was just dead weight, dude. I barely did anything. I would always get to the fights late. I would get caught out really easily, and I would die really quickly. So there wasn't a whole lot that I would be doing. That was a fat heal, Jesus. There's not a whole lot that I would be doing in those fights, but really, I just wanted it. I just wanted the rep, man. I just gotta get my Exalted, just even before, just to make sure that I'd never have to do that again. That's such a nice feeling. I remember that feeling happened a lot in a lot of those old grinding like Korean MMOs like MapleStory. The best feeling wasn't getting these fancy ass items. The best feeling was never having to farm for it ever again. which is kind of a weird concept, but now that that's over, I can just focus on my progression now and not have to think about PvP, which, you know, works out because I'm back on Atiesh. It's great. Actually, what's my honor thing now? Because honor was calculated. Ooh, I'm a Sergeant. Sergeant Holy, if you saw my name. Oh my god, I like how this was like perfectly framed on my character. Yeah, oh, it's cool. You can see how many kills I did throughout this week. It's insane. Insane. That's the most PvP I will ever do for my entire life. That's all. Everything else, I'm not gonna bother fighting unless they fight first, and I said that as if I'm still on the PvP server. That's not the case. Gotta get used to this, man. Gotta get used to being back on Alliance side, being back on a PvE server. I still get anxious when I'm in contested zones. It's bad. It had such a strong effect on me. And also, just playing on Horde was really nice, honestly. Just, they have a lot of conveniences, I feel like, that Alliance don't have. Like, their flight points, their quest hubs are nice. Their racials, oh my goodness. The friggin' priest racials are nutty for Horde. I noticed that because for Alliance, it's really not a contest. It's, if you're a min-maxer, there's just zero excuse not to play a dwarf if you're just purely playing for performance. But for Horde side, there's actually a pretty good argument for both trolls and... I should have waited to heal. I should have waited for him to like get some aggro before doing that. But yeah, for Horde side, you actually have a good argument for both trolls and undead priests. Like, they both bring something that's good for your group, or just good for yourself too. But just not having Shadow Guard makes grinding just a little bit annoying, because I miss being able to stack my Shadow Weaving just immediately in every single fight, but now I have to either just not use Shadow Weaving, or I have to just like use Mind Flay several times. Oh wait, we're not doing this guy. That's right. Okay, I think this run is just gonna be just straight to Princess and then Rot Grip. I think it's just gonna be a really quick run then. We'll see that happens. Anyways, other than that, what else? Dude, this is a huge gap for this character. Like 10 levels. In terms of my talents, it's kind of straightforward. Still put the 2 points into healing focus, and then the rest are just going to go into the discipline tree. Putting 1 point into silent resolve or unbreakable will just to unlock the next tier, and then put the remaining 3 points in mental agility. That's probably what's going to happen. From there, finish up any questing. See if I can get Fodring Seal while I'm still in shadow form, while I'm still a shadow. And then I think once I get Fodring Seal, then I'm probably going to switch to a full Holy spec, and then start looking into when I can start farming Lashers for gold. Because I think you need like, what, 6k mana or something to efficiently farm Lashers. And so that's going to be my main source of gold income anyway, so that's one thing I'm going to have to start looking at in the future. But that's like way in the future. That's I say way in the future, that's probably going to be like next week, honestly. I don't know why I'm autopiloting. I don't know why I was channeling a AoE heal, because I actually calculated my mana efficiency or whatever for all my skills or spells, and I found out that in terms of mana efficiency, the AoE heal isn't really worth using unless you're healing 3 or more targets to roughly full. Otherwise, you're just going to be losing mana. It's just not worth your time. So I try not to now. I'm trying not to use it as much as I used to. Same with Renew, because Renew is just god awful in terms of mana efficiency. So I'm trying to play a little bit smarter since we are getting into the later dungeons, and I'm still a shadow spec. So I want to make sure that I'm not wasting mana in whatever way I can. What is going on here? Yeah, part of that also is switching on my frames. I don't think this was in the Horde video that I did. Yeah, I switched up my UI to be more, I guess, more of a traditional setup for healers, because usually healers have it all in the center. And I'm using the raid frame, trying to get used to using raid frames instead of having the party setup. And on top of that, I downloaded Click, the add-on, so I can use mouse overs for healing. So there's a lot of just balls in the air that I'm juggling right now. I'm juggling. Oh, okay, gotta make sure. All right. But yeah, gotta make sure that. What was I saying? Shoot, I just got distracted by this dude. Yeah, just like there's a lot to get used to, because 1, I have a new UI. 2, I am using mouse over macros, which I'm not used to. 3, I'm back on a character that I'm not used to, or back on a different faction that I'm not used to. 4, is it 4 or is it 3? This warrior keeps taking aggro. There's a lot going on right now. And I missed the life tap. That's 5 or 6. I haven't been keeping track properly. It's taking a while. Oh, it's because we have this dude's AFK. Let's just start doing deeps, right? And then we'll do this, and then we'll switch to Mind Blast, and then we'll hopefully... Bam! Got him. Still got it, dude. See, I can still get life taps when I focus on it. Is there a way for me to, like, get this guy to fall down? Like, if I jump over this gap right here, is he gonna fall? Actually, you know, let's just drink right now. Oh, I got this ring menu too. So before, I used to have bars here. I just took out all the bars. So now I'm just rocking without training wheels. I can't see cooldowns. Well, my cooldowns are already in the center thing down here that I added a while ago. But now I can't see anything. So there have been times where I'm healing a dungeon, or I'm just in a tense situation where I panic and I don't remember which keys are what, and then I look down at the bars and they're not there. And so it's just like, I don't know what to do. It takes me a hot second. That's actually what happened in the previous run that I did this, because this is actually the second This is actually the second run that I'm doing because the first time I didn't record. And then I looked over at OBS and it's just, I look at the stop recording button, it's not stop recording, it just says start. And I was like, God damn it. Oh, I'm gonna take aggro for this, so I'm just gonna fade. Okay. Oh man. Alright. What was I saying? Yeah, like I would just panic and I would look down to my bars for guidance and they're gone. The training wheels are gone, dude. I just gotta be a big boy and not look at anything and just gotta feel it. Gotta feel it in my, gotta feel the heal in my soul. But we'll see how long that lasts. It hasn't been too bad. Like no one's died. That's a pretty good metric for how well you're doing as a healer, right? If no one's died yet, then you're not doing too bad. So we'll see. This guy might die. Who knows? Okay, just trying to keep my mana right now. Try not to spam too much, and then trying to make sure I try to get this spirit tap. Let's go for 15. Yeah, there we go. Boom, and then try to save it with a mind flay. Got it. And then actually, I just want an excuse to use the AoE heal. There we go. Not bad, not bad. We ended that fight with half mana. I'd say that was a success. And then we're gonna get the Mind Blast on this guy, so you know. Got it. Nice. Oh, I switched up. So for Black Friday, I got these smart bulbs where you can, like, you know, change the colors, the lights and stuff like that, and you can sync it up with voice commands for, say, like Siri or Alexa, that kind of stuff. And so after I was done setting it up for what I wanted, I just kind of went crazy with it. And now it's just kind of, hey Siri, for the Alliance. Oh, that's so fucking dumb. Alright, hey Siri, turn the lights up. There we go. Yeah, I have one for Horde too, but I should probably, I don't need that anymore because I'm not a Horde. But man, I don't even know what I would use the colored part for. I just cared about having the smart bulbs just to use for like an on and off and a dimmer switch for my phone and voice commands. That was super cool to have. But for the colors, I don't know what I would use the colors for. Is it, actually I didn't even bother to look at what it looks like here. Hey Siri, for the Alliance, what does this look like? I'm gonna look at myself right now. What the fuck? Oh my god, it's still going. What the? It didn't catch it. Hey Siri. For the Alliance. Oh wow, it's like a, it's kind of like atmospheric look to it. What else do I have on here? You know what, let's take this time to rebuff. Oh my goodness, please don't just go in, you madman. What else do I have on here while we're drinking? And just delete the Horde one, or here's the Horde one. For the Horde. Doesn't work. Wait. That's purple. I pressed the wrong one. Shit! What the hell happened? Oh no. What is... Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Alright. I mean, that's one way to get the ground running, right? You know what, let's change the lights back up. It's distracting me. Oh. It's distracting me so much I'll take aggro. Why is it still going to me, dude? Okay. I do not trust this guy, so I'm just gonna bubble him. And... yeah, let's go for that. I have aggro again? I do. And I don't have Nifty Stopwatch to kite him out, because on my Horde character I had Nifty, which was super useful. Let's go for the AoE heal here, just to try to top everyone off. Now we're back. We've reset the situation. We're back to where we want to be. But I'm using a lot of mana right now, which I don't like, because she's still... I want to try to make sure that my mana bar is more than her health bar, obviously. But right now we're kind of slacking. She's on me right now, which is good, because it means that nothing is hitting my team. I did not think I would be that squishy, wow. Interesting, interesting. Okay. I was gonna say that it was good that she was on me because it meant that my team had time to DPS her, and also it meant that my team wasn't getting attacked, but... Where's this mage? I want to just make sure she's in range for this. Tank is getting feared. I should have waited until he came back here before I did that AoE heal. That was poorly done of me. Yeah, she's dead. That's fine. What? Dude, the ring dropped last run too. What the heck? Wait, what? That's nutty. Wait, that's nutty, dude. Oh, good for them. Maybe that's a sign that, you know, that Rot Grip's gonna drop the shoulder that I need, because I only really need one item from this boss now. Ooh, this mage needs it too. Alright, you know what? Let's go ahead and just drink right now. I love this ring menu add-on. Oh, man. I think it's just called ring menu. Because I used to have like a little bar here that I used to click, and it looked nice when, you know, I had bars. But now that I took it out, I just moved all those things onto here, and I have like a little bit of a small little thing here for my professions. So overall, just everything looks just super clean. I like how it turns out. I actually don't know what I would change about this. You know, I think I've settled. I've settled on this UI. I think it turned out pretty nice, if I do say so. Alright. The real question is, will I get the mantle? Will the mantle drop, and will I win the role? And will I never have to run Morrow again? I like, that's the thing too, is like I don't really need the mantle. It's not really that much of an upgrade, but you know, it's something. I actually don't even know what the conversion is, because right now I'm using the Shadow Weave pieces, and it has really nice spell power, right? Or shadow damage, but it just doesn't have the stats. It has stamina, which isn't really that useful at all for priest, and I'm missing out on a bunch of the shoulders that just usually just give spirit and intelligence. So I don't know. Oh, okay. I thought that was he was like running at me, and I thought he was like going straight to me. It was no, he was going to the druid that was in front of me. That freaked me the fuck out, dude. Also, Rot Grip deals a lot of damage. Oh, what is this? Hello, Hydra. Don't look at me. Yes, look back at the bear. Ooh. Really wish that we were done. Oh, he's already dead. Oh, my bar. Like, I was like hovering over the Hydra, and I was looking at the Hydra's health bar. I thought that was Rot Grip, and we were just doing no damage. I was like, what the fuck? Please. Do it. Come on. This is like, there's no... Way too much. Now it's like too much suspense, dude. Oh, the suspense! I want it!